This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
FL4K wants to know, if you and Ric Flair were both in your prime today, what other two wrestlers would you pick to round out a modern Four Horsemen?
Well, I'd have to probably take the Revival, I think.
Yeah, FTR all the way. That was what I was assuming everyone would guess. I mean, it feels like that's sort of a modern day version of you and Tully. So yeah, that's where I would go.
Well, and I'd have to take Cody. Simply because the guy is driven by becoming the very best performer he can, and against every challenge that there can be. And I haven't seen a guy in a long time that has concentrated on his promos, his work rate, his business sense, the way he treats the fans, the way he treats employees. He's just good for the business all the way around, and anybody that's talked to him will tell you that. And you're going to need that other fourth guy, I would think. And I would think right now, even though what we're facing coming up very soon, it'd be hard to look over Harper.
Yeah.
Totally
Brody
Lee.
That would be, that'd be quite the group right there.
I think so.
Instagram, a wrestling historian, writes, before the War Games match started in Greensboro, you and Tully came down the aisle wearing these sweet looking White Horseman jackets. Who made those for you, and do you still have yours?
Those came from Crockett Promotions. Believe it or not, they made us there was four. There was a red, there was a black, there was a white, and then there was a blue. And that was it. And they didn't make them, which was a huge mistake on their part. They should have marketed them. They should have been for sale to the fans, but they made 4-piece for us, and that was it. And they weren't that durable. There was a couple of them that got gone that I don't know about. There's a couple that I have kept, and those are reserved for my boys, at least for now. And but the white one, I don't know what happened to it. Missing that one. And do you have one?
I do. Yes, sir.
Which color?
Mine's black.
Black. Okay. That's one of the sweet ones. So the blue one's missing. I think I still have a red one, maybe another black one. That's possible. I might have got a second one, but that's it.
Bob wants to know, did you ever lobby for someone to be a part of the Horsemen that the powers that be rejected?
No, not really. There were so many things that went into, once you got past Barry Windham and that group of horsemen, there was so much politics that fell in there on every incarnation after that. And there were decisions being made by different people, and very seldom did the actual guys that were already horsemen have a say in it. It was usually made by the office.
Dan has a good question. He says, when Rick left for the WWF back in 92, it's actually 91, Hogan talked in Flair's 30 for 30 about the impact of quote unquote trickle down economics and how it hurt WCW. Was it that bad? And how much of a boost was it when you got him back? It is an interesting thing that we've never really talked about. Did you notice a sizable difference in the company's momentum or house show attendance or gates or anything like that when Flair went north?
Well, I'm pretty sure you can't replace a Ric Flair. I'm not sure what the house show numbers were, but the main thing is when it was clear that he was gone and went to the competitor, to this day, the one thing, whether he's in the building or not in the building or works for the company or doesn't work for the company, you still have countless people an hour before showtime wooing. And when he has went to the other company, but everybody in your audience is doing the woo too, it pretty much tells you that you probably should have kept that guy underneath your banner and not the competition. Now, direct numbers, I couldn't tell you what the quarter hour numbers, I'm sure with Flair versus not Flair, were probably told you most of the story. But yeah, it had to hurt the company, I'm sure.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money, it's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.